Hey everybody, you know I'm Goddess, and today is the holiday. Happy Memorial's Day. Talking about the nagging woman. See, a lot of people don't believe, and I may be directing this more so to the men than to the women. A lot of men don't believe the word of God. So you may read it or hear about it, and the guy say a man rather live on the rooftop than be in the house of a brawling woman. If you got to come home every day and argue and fight, you didn't listen to the word of God. Because he already told you being with that woman is not worth it. You rather be outside on the rooftop. Now think about a roof. Would you want to be on the rooftop? And I tell women when a woman turn around and say, I argue at you because I love you. Who told her everything she say is correct? Okay, how much word does she have in her? How much wisdom is imparted in her? She's just trying to give you a reason to not look at other things, compare to other things, and try to act like she's there for your well-being. But she actually adding stress to your life. You fight in the world all day to maintain your job, to keep your job, because you're fighting all kind of snakes out here. It's like a jungle. And you come home, she's this modern woman who don't cook, can't cook, ain't gonna try to learn how to cook. They just want an excuse not to function. I look at these men, y'all pick wrong. First of all, you go pick a woman who wear bodycon clothes 7 days a week and lingerie and walk around in bonnets all day so they can maintain their hairstyle so they can go out to the club. You didn't ask for very much, because what goes to the club usually is a person with addictions, drug and alcohol, lust addictions, sexual addictions. Okay, you're not going to the club because all the time because you're quality. Because one, you got to get up and go to work. So if they hang out at the club all the time, this, and this, every time you turn around, they at the club consistently, they'll about tell you where their treasures lie. Okay? Because whatever you want, whatever you put on the forefront of your mind is a gold mine and you're trying to reach a goal, that's where you're going to put your energy. If all they putting their energy in is drinking and getting high, trying to meet some dude, okay, first of all, the Bible says he got to find you. If you got to go through all them changes and look and try to present yourself, make him look at you, he ain't found you. You trying to play through his lust to get him. And then I look at a lot of men. A lot of these females got contracts with the devil. They got to bring in so many souls to him. And they one with the enemy. And when they sleep with you, you're going to be screaming demons. Okay? Like Belle Biv DeVoe said. And I just look at them, you pick wrong. First of all, you want quality. You want to see intelligence. Let's see if they go to school. Hold a conversation with them. Is what they saying really making sense? You know, that's how you get to finding out. If you just go meet them and they jump in the bed with you, don't know if you HIV positive, all these people who got that HIV, okay, a lot of y'all did it because you wasn't intelligent. You jumped in the bed with someone you really didn't know, didn't check out, had no warning signals, then didn't use protection, knowing this incurable is out here. Okay? I look at a lot of women in the heat of the moment. Now, if you was a married woman, that man came home, don't even respond, because ain't nobody talking about you, because you should have had a spouse that loved you enough, loved yourself enough not to be out there and bring anything to you. Because if you playing in the street, you got a wife at home, you should have been playing safe sex anyway. Okay? So that's, you was married to an idiot. A fool will kill you. Okay, I'm going to tell you that right now, because they're going to do dumb things to put you in a position that you may be facing being unalive. You have to watch people. Are they drawing you to life? Or are they drawing you to death? What game are they playing? Do they respect you? You know, you tell a female, well, I don't like for a female to call me constantly. You can't even be at work because they're calling all the time. They ain't playing these super jealous games. I look at a woman doing all them changes and you ain't even married to her. You don't have a significant relation with you. You know, a lot of them, they don't even live with you. And they're going through all these changes. A real woman don't chase men. Let's put it plain and clear. You know, if they chase you, they chasing anybody else because they trying their best to wrap somebody up. If they going to the club all the time to try to find somebody and play, they are playing demonic games. You know, now they went to the club, had them little simple drink, they danced a little bit, they on the dance floor, but they ain't all up in a whole bunch of different guys' face trying to do things to be seen. Right then, it's like, okay, she different. Okay? She ain't playing the club game. If they come to the club and they got on one of those lingerie and fishnet body suits, whole bodycon suits, and they got on a bikini up under it or nothing up under it, even some booty shorts and a little tube top up under it, you already know that's for them streets. Because the lady ain't going out like that. They don't care if their booty cheeks hanging out. You pick wrong. They're attracting 1,001 people. Everybody want to hit it because you got foolish men that go out there and play the game, Russian roulette with their lives. If she got all that on, it ain't nothing to her. She wouldn't have let everybody see every inch of her body. Nothing to her. Okay? Nothing to her. I don't care if she got a college education. A lot of these people pay for their certificates, their degrees. Don't be fooled. Okay? There's a whole lot of them. But I ain't going to explain all the details how you get it, because as far as I'm concerned, you should earn what you do. That's why it be so many lawsuits, because these people really don't know the profession they are in. Okay? I didn't seen them do it. I didn't seen people sleep their way through college. Flirt, good looking, talk to every man. The man or that woman would talk to everybody in class to get answers to pass a test. All they did was copy it, didn't really read it, and don't really know it. Okay? Including teachers. Okay? First of all. But I just want to tell people, why even play that game? They gonna waste their time to come to school, keep a good attendance, just to be us around. They don't value their time and they won't value yours. Okay? I tell people, men especially, because I'm a mother of majority boys. Well, my boys grew up to be men. You see these girls, they know you messing around, y'all messing around, and they ain't on contraceptives. Okay? It's something mentally wrong with them. They usually trying to get a baby so they can get some money from the system and qualify for Section 8, and it'd be easier to get them in a home instead of having them in the projects. Okay? That don't even make sense. Why would they want to have a baby by someone who ain't made a true commitment to them? They already know the game. You live in this world. How many people are fornicating? Okay? And break up and move on to the next one. You just got another notch on your belt. And if you got a whole lot of notches on your belt, to me, that means you wasn't trying to keep someone, or you wasn't good enough to be kept. Look at man, their body count matters. These women want to lie. Well, man, you need to talk to God. God will draw somebody to you. I'm talking about a friend, a dude that been with that woman and put all their business out. You get in the family, just start arguing, all of a sudden they put all their business out. You got to listen. Watch. Okay? A girl is with you and she got on all these bodycon clothes, or a big girl, and she has no pride in herself. She knows she got a kadunk, what they say, a Judy booty, and she out there in booty cut shorts, cellulite everywhere. Let me tell you something. That tell you right there, they ain't wife me material. She don't even know how to present herself. They go sit out there, you go to their house, you see their kids dressed raggedy, and they sitting there with a $700 wig on and be bragging about it every time you see their hair tight. And the salon charging astronomical prices, but their children ain't kept. You look in the refrigerator, there's no food in the house. How they gonna go on a date, can't feed their children? They talking about they a quality woman. First of all, if a woman was a quality woman, she wouldn't bring her children on a date, because she wouldn't have any man up over her child. She would have to know that man and know that he's investing in her to bring him around her children. Okay? If they turn around telling you, me and my children are a package deal, they getting ready to run game. That's just like a man to say grand rising, call you they queen. They on some BS. Okay? They trying to gaslight you. But then this woman, they say we a package deal. They trying to give you added responsibility off the rip. If they told you, well, I have 4 children or 5 children, you continue to talk, then they know the children don't really bother you. They can ask the question from day one. But if they got 5 children is their responsibility, not yours. You ain't put no ring on their finger. They are not even your responsibility. So that's a woman out here begging or prostituting herself. Okay, you can prostitute yourself without asking for money. Every time you see them, it's like, oh, I'm out here at the salon. I left my wallet. Could you meet me up here and bring some money so I can pay for my nails? And then don't offer to give you the money back. They're playing on your wallet. Okay? Fellas, if you want a quality woman, that quality woman, it's her job to keep herself up. You may want to take it a step higher. You have to at least want to invest and offer to do it. Otherwise, they playing on their wallet. And when you ain't around, they take the things and how you beautify them to attract somebody else. It's game. Let me put you up on game. Okay? And I was never that trifling to do it, because I could always afford me. I tell a person in a minute, well, I wouldn't have been out there if I couldn't afford me. I had more priorities to get me together, because the first love is self-love. Okay? Then she willing to risk getting pregnant by you, and she ain't taking no contraceptives and all this birth control pills and methods out here. That's an idiot. Because who want to take care of a baby by themselves with no father, knowing that you may not even stay? Okay. Okay. And I tell me, oh no, I ain't trying to have no baby by you. Nope. We ain't married. A woman that's willing to get pregnant and willing to endure 20 years of your child and don't even know if you're going to stay, and you're not even committed to them, that tell you right there, they're not very intelligent. Because intelligence would tell them to protect themselves. And even if they was on birth control pill, it's incurables out here. So if they don't want to tell you to put that cap on that soldier, they're about to tell you right there. It's not much wisdom, knowledge. They looking at it and willing to play Russian roulette to possibly get pregnant. They know you're not a virgin, so everybody you slept with, it ain't like you ran down the aisle to marry. See, that's why I raised my sons to be men. Because see, when I talk like this, they know they can't come to me, oh, she did this, and this. I tell them in a minute, oh, that ain't your wife. Why you buying all that? You can buy a gift, a birthday, holiday, whatever. You getting to know them. If you already raw dogging them or sleeping with them, even with protection, because my boys were safety men. I don't have all them grandchildren. Let me tell you something. That right there will tell you that woman is desperate. She's willing to do all this, and you ain't offered her nothing. You want her to go with the flow, see where the relationship is going to go. I asked a man one time, what type of relationship you want with me? They say, I don't know. I'm really done. You ain't got to worry about me calling. Mm-mm. And people looking like, huh? Because if you confused about me and where you want it to go, or even tried to say where it's going to go, that means you're wasting my time. Okay? The only time you talk to me is talking about money. You want to borrow. And I know, I'm realistic. People may go through. But if we don't have nothing solid, I don't care. Now, if I volunteer, it's Father's Day, and I'm like, okay, I meet you. Oh, it's your birthday. And I may just pin $20 on your shirt. I ain't even looking for a relationship. And people say, yeah, but you did this. I'm not that poverty stricken that $20 hurt me. I always been around men that were givers and friends that were givers. When I had my birthday came, hey, it wasn't nothing for my friend. I'm talking about just female friends to spend $100, $200 on me. And I do it too, on them. But if I'm around somebody and I can see they ain't been used to that type, I may show them some things, but I let them know in a minute, I ain't giving all my money. I'm about my coins. I'm going to pay my rent first. Okay, you don't come before my rent, which I'm not paying rent. I'm paying a mortgage. I was a property owner most of my life. I just tell people I'm investing in me, a future. Okay? I know nowadays people think because you get a rental property that you in the bag. Let me tell you, some of these people come move in your house, don't pay no rent 3 months after they moved into your house. Do you got to spend a lot of money to take them to court to try to evict them, and they tearing up your property? They in there worse than Satan. If you talk to a woman, all she knows was the projects her whole life, and she ain't even trying to go to school, elevate herself in no type of way, and every time you see her, she got her hair and nails did, that means she don't want nothing in life. She's a right now girl. Right now tricking. Okay? That don't even make sense. And I'll tell anybody that. You chose wrong. If you see them and you can pick up witchcraft or something like that, you choosing wrong. Anybody's willing to play with the devil and give themselves to the devil, and if you give yourself to the devil, you got to be about his mission: kill, steal, and destroy. You chose wrong. If they don't know God, and I know you can get the ones in church, this, and this, but they're willing to fornicate faster than you can blink. That tell you about them. I don't care if you look at popular people in the public eye. If they in relationship and they fornicating and all this kind of stuff, and I'm talking about the gifts of the body: pastors, teachers, evangelists, apostles, prophets, people in the choir, okay, they hold position in church, ushers, this, and this. They supposed to be confirmed Christians in the body, and their representation is to be dating for 2 years, over 6 months, and they fornicating. They really ain't committed to God. They want the appearance of this to draw, because God's spirit is very drawing. Okay? It's beautiful. They know that God daily loads you up with benefits. All you're going to do is get somebody that's half walking too. That's all you're going to draw in the church. And you're going to be mad because you trying to get that Boaz. But Boaz know what it took to be a Boaz, and he know what characters he looking for. And I tell people, I don't go out looking. I was a woman who believed the word of God. He'll find me. People say, you flirt. I don't even flirt. Okay? He'll find me. I don't get on Facebook and put on 10 pounds of makeup, and God told me to fix yourself up. Because, I was the bonnet, the nurse in the bonnet. I just tell a person, I don't do all that. Even though, I'm not going to disobey God. And, I can do a little enhancement, which I do from time to time. But down here in Georgia, when it's 90 degrees out here, like it was a lot of days this last week, and you're sweating bullets, forgive me for not putting makeup on, a little enhancement. I just tell people from now on, it's just gonna be some lashes. I pulled my lashes off just before I made the video. So if you see the eyelash glue, that's what it's from. But nonetheless, all I may do is put on some lashes. You may get me to put a little lip gloss on or some Vaseline on my lips. A good day, I may dust some foundation powder on my face. Okay, not 3 and 4 layers, not trying to create features that's not mine, but just keep it simple. Because whoever want me, they got to be attracted to me. Just like I got to be attracted to them. We all got bumps and bruises, okay? A scar here, one here. That's my beauty mark right there. But I got hair, facial hair right here. So that little dark spot is not a fat mark. It is baby hair, as they call it. And I don't shave it because when you shave it, it gets thicker. I'm not trying to look like I got a hair growing down my face. Okay, they'll see it for what it is. Them baby hairs, you know. But I tell you fellas, you looking wrong. Girl come outside, she in house shoes and pajamas all the time, a bonnet on her head, bodycon clothes every time you see her booty cheeks hanging out. She know her booty cheeks hanging out. She trying to, what do hookers do when they walk them down the street? They try to expose body parts so they can get some money for something strange, for some change, okay? Stop giving people more credit than what they deserve. They not stupid to that, okay? If you choose a woman and every time you seeing her, she's calling, hey, how you doing? She calling her people all kind of names and she cursing like a sailor and all that kind of stuff. That about tell you right there. A woman with a potty mouth. Ain't much to her. You gonna catch hell. She loud. Them signs of women that's not quality. She gotta do all this bragging on herself. A lot of times people wouldn't even know all the stuff about me and I can just be talking and slip up and say something. Okay? I don't hold conversation trying to tell the man how I got a double PhD and this, and this, and I used to have my own business and I mastered this career. I got about 6 occupations. And people say, oh, and you know, master of none, jack of all trades, master of none. The devil is a lie. I have to perfect what I do. I don't know where people get these horrible sayings. I don't waste my time. My time is valuable. My time above the grave is valuable. God gonna judge what I do when I get ready to leave this earth. And when I look at men, I don't judge. I try to see how they picking themselves up. They in a bad position. What are they doing to come higher? What kind of work are they doing? If it's superficial or is it real? I look at a lot of things. If God don't give me the green light and tell me to go forward, because I know God loves me and he wants what's best for me. Okay? I be looking at people, well, I ain't finna go forward. I don't chase men. If a man ain't interested in me, if a man's not interested in you fighting to get him and trying to be seen, that man wasn't interested because he seen you. A man walk in the room and scan the woman, scan for the females and look at them. If he ain't coming over to you or trying to approach you on some kind of way, he wasn't interested. That means you're going to be fighting hard to get him all the time. And he ain't got to do nothing. I just look at people. I don't look for men like that. If a man ain't willing to invest in fighting for me, I don't have 2 seconds of a moment for him. And to be honest, I dealt with very little heartbreak. I've been married 5 times, and guess what? I was married in less than 30 days. I tell people, I don't believe in engagements past 6 months. It's a waste of your time. That man, he ain't found what he want. He could have found who he want, and he just don't want to go celibate, and he gonna use you as his toilet, okay? Till he get what he want or the door open for him to get what he have. Or he just feel like I wasted all this time. They moved on. But I'm gonna tell you something. They want that woman. That woman get married. Soon as she break up, that man can marry you. That man will leave you be high and dry right at that woman's face and doing everything he can for that woman. I don't believe in that. I'm a mother of males. I have, twin brothers. I have, I hung out with homosexual men, and don't think they trying to be women. They can never be a woman. Okay? And trust me, every one of them, when they get to a certain point, they'll say, yeah, but I'm going to tell you one thing. I'm a man. After you get through with this hair and makeup, I'm a man. And y'all can think like a man. We was watching Bad Girls. What did Saucy Santana say? When they turn around and say, oh, You a girl like her. He said, I'm not no girl. Don't think because a person is gay, they don't know their sexual identity. They can play games of confusion with you. But let them break down. I guarantee you, them get me. I put this down and beat this. You real close to a homosexual man, he'll tell you in the street when you a woman, oh, you ain't got to worry about no man putting their hand on you. That man fight so fast. And tell you, I'm a man. I'm going to tell you. And that's why I look at it. You looking at women, they say you can have 2 and 3 in their bedroom. That ain't quality. She ain't setting no boundaries for herself. She ain't going to set none for you. Not because she's foolish. Because she got to have some options open. She got to have a reason if she finds something good to get rid of you and say, well, I can't deal with this life. That's just a ploy. That's just a ploy. Then she know in the spirit realm and she ain't about God, they can all fight you. They can, do a lot of stuff for you. You can buy a hard lesson with that. You can have children with gay spirits on them and stuff. And I tell you, you don't hate nobody because a sexual orientation is not your own. But I'm going to tell you, it's a lot to come with it. You don't date women that used to be a stud and getting back into men and all this kind of stuff till you see they totally made their choice to leave that lifestyle alone and can say no to it. If God don't give you the green light, I wouldn't play with it. Stop finding women you got to pick up, and they showing no sign of them picking themselves up. I tell you, I look at people got evicted out of Section 8. Your rent was $11 and you didn't pay rent for 2 years? Child, bye. You can go sell plasma and do that and pay your light bill and phone bill. You can't even sustain yourself. You have no ambition to get a job. A woman that has no ambition to have a job will tell you right there, when Boaz found Ruth, what was she doing? Laboring. Taking care of someone that she didn't have to take care of, which is her ex-mother-in-law. Okay, she was investing in a soul. So if they have kids and the kids looking raggedy, they don't invest in their own. I'm just saying, y'all got to pick better. These devils out here, they hitting hard. But I'm going to make a video, 10 things. It's not going to be 10 things to avoid a woman doing. If, you're interested, just avoid them. If they doing, they're not worth it. I gave you a lot of them right there. Okay? A woman always wearing flip-flops. A woman don't have a dress in her house to be able to go to church and have to wear bodycon clothes to church. You at no point seen that you should be able to dress appropriately. That means they go to the school, pick up their children, dress like a 304. Okay? They can't even present themselves in front of your family and your mother as a lady, as something decent. Watch those things. Stop making excuses for it. Because a person can go to a secondhand store and get something. And I guarantee you everything they got in their closet ain't buy brand new. Okay, somebody either gave it to them, they went and got some stuff on sale. Trust me. And if they that dumb not to go out to make sure they self is looking appropriate, they're not worth having. But I'm that girl goddess. I'm telling men when I always say you need to pick better. I'm going to make a couple videos to tell you why. But you like, share, and subscribe. Bye.